Hey guys, it's Keisha Key
and A to B, and
we're your natural queens.
Okay, so we have a few things to help you, ladies, determine if you have damaged hair or ends or not. And these things can be the reason why your hair won't react the way you want it to react. So, my number one thing is maybe rough texture. You know, if your hair is rough, dry, maybe brittle to the touch, you know, kind of like sandpaper. It has no stretch. You know, most hair you can stretch it just a little bit, not too much. Like it will move like elastic, kind of like a plastic bag. That's slow, but not stretch like, oh, let me see, and then you know that snap. Does it break a lot? You know, do you find shedded hair on your shoulders or jacket or clothing? Is it matted a lot when you wash it or when it's wet? Does your hair matte? Color fade. A lot of people don't know about color fade, but you can tell the difference between color that's healthy and color that's not, because you can kind of see through the ends, which was my next thing. See through ends. Does your hair hold moisture or not? Like, do you put something in your hair like a product, and does it seem like as soon as you put it in, it leaves and run away somewhere? And last but not least, how often do you see split ends? Like right after you trim your hair. Like if you see split ends a lot right after you trim your hair, then that can be because no matter how much you cut it, that hair still may be damaged. So you have to cut above the damaged hair. And once you notice those things and recognize them, you can either cut your hair or
You can take my tips on how to start to grow stronger, longer, healthier hair. My first thing is deep conditioning. I deep condition at least once every 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And I actually use my own mixture of egg, sometimes yogurt with an oil and conditioner and some honey. Number two, trim, but not too much. I've trimmed like 3 times since I've been transitioning, and it's been a year. So try to trim, but not too much. Use warm, not hot water. You don't want to use hot water because you might damage your hair. So you use warm water.
and cold when you're doing like a deep condition. You want to keep some of the moisture in. But anyway,
And when after you do your deep conditioner or your shampoo, pre-poo, or whatever you want to call it, you have to absorb, or you should absorb your hair with a t-shirt, a white t-shirt, not a towel, any kind of towel. Invest in a quality
unless it's
hair
a
dryer.
fiber. You can use fiber towels.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, those are the ones that don't absorb the water like a towel would.
Yeah,
That's why people don't like to use it. So a t-shirt, it absorbs water. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So, invest in a quality hair dryer, but make sure you dry your hair on medium to warm temperatures and not hot. You use ammonia-free dyeing formulas if you want to dye your hair. I don't dye my hair, but if you do dye your hair, just use something ammonia-free. And then, if you're gonna brush or comb your hair, do it gently. Start from the ends and go to the root. I use a demi brush and I use my hands. I mainly use my hands, and then after that, I go through with the demi brush. Do hot oil treatments if you want to. Those are really good in trying to strengthen your hair.
Yeah. Very good. It ain't never tough.
And last but not least, eat healthy. A healthy inside makes for a healthy outside.
Yes, and you will be glowing inside out. But also be mindful that everyone's hair is different. No one hair comes out the same at all.
And sometimes these videos are optical illusions.
Yes.
You know, it's not always what it seems.
No.
Somebody
We got some stalkers. But hey, ladies. short video, kind of give you some
A heads
tips.
up, yeah, on what to do.
Yeah, because I know a lot of ladies like, yeah, I want to go natural, but my hair don't look like hers. Well, that's because you may have damaged ends, and a lot of women think that they don't have it because they haven't had a perm. Like, heat damage your hair. That's like the number one.
Especially if you're not protecting it right.
Yes, and how many of us really knew about
Heat protecting.
protecting our hair?
I showed
I didn't know dilly squat about it. Like,
at all.
just because you haven't had a perm does not mean your hair is not damaged. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It could be. 9 times out of 10, it is.
Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you queens later. Bye.
Let me make sure you stand in the right spot. Good over. This way. Right there.
Hey guys, this is Keisha Key,
And A&P,
and we're your natural queens.
Okay, so today we just want to give you a little information about damaged ends. Ways you can recognize or determine or just notice if you have damaged ends or not. So, okay. So I have a few things, to help you figure out if you have damaged hair or ends. One thing would be, I want to start over.
Yeah, because you said damage ends, bro. You said that shit about 5 times before you even got to single number.
Come on, we got 20 minutes.
Man, how many minutes? That took a minute.
I was trying to clean it
Like,
up.
how many times you
I was trying to clean it
You
up.
can at least stop. There you go.
I'm
So
trying-
from there.